You see, what my dad told me a long time ago reigns true today. It reigns true in every industry, whether you're working at Dairy Queen, whether you're working in an insurance company, or you're working in a law firm. Life is all about relationships, and you have to know your people, and you can't trust your people unless you know them. Frozen meat theft accusations will not happen if you know your people and you trust them. We have email, we have text, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have chats, and we have snail mail. But especially in our industry, in the insurance industry, there are claims that need to be updated, and we do emails, and we do email updates, and we do reports. And we are responders to the 24/7 access that everybody has to us. And while the digital technology and the electronic exchange has what I call super connected us, we are actually all very disconnected. In fact, now we have more connections, but fewer real connections.
And we have a problem in this industry. Our industry is under attack. So far this year in Texas, almost 1,000 lawsuits have been filed involving hail damage, and it's not going to slow down. So why is this? Well, it's a $1 billion or $2 billion a year industry. And when there's that much money floating around, what's it going to attract? It's going to attract what I call in my articles, contractors, some public adjusters, some lawyers, and some other assorted crooks and frauds who want to get into the industry and bleed a little bit off onto themselves. So for the past several years, we have worked hard to manage the crisis. We're in the trenches dealing with the claims issues. We're dealing with when general contractor overhead and profit is owed, right? We've pretty much now educated everyone that we only owe GC, O&P when the involvement of a general contractor is reasonably necessary and the cost actually incurred, right? Rolls off my lips pretty well because we've talked about it so much, right? We've educated the industry not to negotiate with contractors who are acting as unlicensed public adjusters, right? You cannot, as a contractor, negotiate an insurance claim. It is illegal. You cannot do it. We've learned about late notice. These claims we get 1.5, 2, 3 years after the date of loss, and we know they arose just because somebody knocked on the door with the promises of a free roof. Well, those claims are not in compliance with our prompt notice provisions in our policy. And if we have suffered prejudice, we have an absolute right to enforce our policy provisions in those claims. So all those issues we're dealing with.
Well, let's talk about pizza. So raise your hand, everybody raise your hand if you don't like pizza. I'm seeing no hands raised, and that's what I expected. And pizza has a universal appeal, and its universal appeal is really much like insurance claims. Everybody loves a good insurance claim. Maybe not, but pizza brings us joy. That we can all accept. So what can pizza teach us about claims handling, and what lessons can we learn from pizza that's going to apply in our claims world? It's not just enough to be smart or even the smartest person in the room or to be hardworking or the hardest working person. I think we've all had colleagues who we felt were very smart and worked very hard, yet we're still regarded as working at cross purposes to the goal of the department or the organization. So the key takeaway for this is alignment. You really need to start and look at the organization's mission. What is this organization trying to accomplish? And so what strategies are laid out to help fulfill that mission? And then what tactics should we each be trying to execute to align with that? And so when we look at our claims function, we have to take off our claims blinders and see how this claims fit into this organization. And as a claims person, how can I help my team do its best job and also help my colleagues in underwriting, in actuarial, and in all the other disciplines.